Like a lot of, you
I ain't got time to wait on niggas. They'll pop in when they pop in.
say
They'll
less.
be here.
This is raw and unfiltered, from sex, sports to culture, all topics considered. It's a good time with dope conversation. Every time you take a listen, it's a celebration. So tapped in, you won't be disappointed. We keep it a buck, anything else is pointless. Facts over fluff, our discussions are poignant. Politically incorrect, well that's what the point is. We talk our talk like nobody else can. We give our perspective, not afraid to make a stand. Nothing off the record, every take and every rant is unapologetic, and we stand on that. We make you think, we make you laugh out loud. The realest place on the internet, hands down. We give it to you straight, nothing here is watered down. The best show in town, and you can bet the house. Yes, you can bet the house. Yes, you can bet the house. We give it to you straight, nothing here is watered down. The best show in town, and you can bet the house.
Y'all already know what it is. What it is, what it is, what it is. I'm Big Kevin Garnett, Big Smash. God damn it. So, you know, I had to go back and redo some shit because niggas tried to play a nigga. Like, we gonna do this shit. Oh, man. Like, I'm Russell Westbrook or some shit. So, you know, had to go get my mans in them. All right, so, you know, Germ and them is late. But we got my man Styles in the building.
Yo,
Lunch Hour Pod in the building. Carvo in the building. Friday Night Live in the building. Let me stop
live
giving you.
happy hour in the building.
Yeah, let me stop giving you all your shows. You out here sounding like me and shit with the shows and shit. What up, though, my guy? What's happening?
Regular shit, man. I can't complain. What's good?
New York, New York, New York in the building. All right, listen.
It's the buy-in. It's the buy-in. Bet the house. Bet the house. Who you got your money on? It's going down. Welcome to the show.
Hey, listen. One thing about me, I hate a cold switching ass motherfucker. All right? Be yourself. Whether I'm around or not, be your fucking self. That's what we talking about to kick this shit off. Be your motherfucking self. I hate when a motherfucker switch up on you. When it's just y'all, they cool, they all in your face. When they get around everybody else, they don't know a motherfucker. Cold switching ass niggas, man. What you think about that? I know the New Yorkians don't do the cold switching.
Hold on 1 second, man.
So I be trying to tell them, like, one thing about me, if you basically got one time to show your ass on me. You basically got one time to show me a different you in regards to the public, and I'm gonna stop fucking with you. I'm gonna go ahead on the slide on to the left. And it ain't no hard feelings. That's male, female, cat, dog, whoever. I'm a different animal. I'm myself with whoever's around. If I don't like you in public, I ain't gonna like you in private. See, motherfuckers be out here switching up way too much, and you see it a lot. You see it. I've seen it just in this last year alone, how people fucking switch up and they have two fucks about it. Like, nah, bro, we're not doing that. Oh, I kind of feel like I need you to be yourself. I need you to be you, because that's gonna determine if I fuck with you or not. If you giving me 4 different roles, it's like, nah, I'm cool on you, Chief. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. What you over there thinking, old bearded one?
My therapist said, no violence on Wednesdays. So no violence on Wednesdays. I'm in a space where I can't tell people how to pick and choose their friends. You understand what I'm saying? So whether you code switch or not, that's and the person that you're with accepts that, that's on y'all. Um, yeah, I'm in a different space because I used to get extremely angry over the shit, because you'd bump into that person, would be one way, and then like you said, something else will be introduced to that element and they'd switch
Yep.
up. to match the situation. And I've since learned I gotta mind my motherfucking business.
Facts.
I gotta mind my business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It's not how I live my life, but it's also not my job to raise you.
My thing is, man, like I see it so much, it be so funny to me. Like, nah, one thing about me is if I'm the same way with you when you in my face, I'm the same way with you when you ain't around me. So one thing about me is what I don't do is I don't do the talking about a motherfucker and they not around to defend themselves type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because then when I go back and let a motherfucker know, like, yeah, man, you know, such and such ain't really fucking with you. And when a motherfucker come off and tell me, oh well, how you know that? Because they fucking told me. So what made them feel at ease to come tell you about me? So now it's like, oh, we both talking about you. No, I ain't got time for none of that shit. Look, you get to starting a conversation off with me about somebody else and we cool or whatever, you go tell them. Don't come tell me. I don't want to hear it. My thing is this also too though. Fake shit comes in bunches. So I feel like if you being fake with me, there's no telling who else you're being fake with in regards. You know what I'm saying? So you might go back and be like, yo, you know, Smash was over here talking about you. Smash was over here clowning you, woo woo. And I ain't said 2 words about you. I see that shit a lot too. And one thing about me, don't play with me. Don't play with me. I don't play those stupid ass games. I am a different person. Like if one thing about me, when I get off this microphone, I try to be the same person that I am on this microphone because I don't want you to come off top and be like, oh yeah, we seeing 2 different sides. No, nigga, what it is you're seeing me. Now you like it, you don't like it. You accept it, you don't accept it. But the problem is I ain't never been two-faced it. I ain't never been phony. I ain't never been did the fake shit and act like I'm cool with a motherfucker and I'm really not on some Tupac from Juice type shit. No, I'm the same way. If I don't like, in the words of you, my list of fuck yous is very long around these parts. So if it's fuck you today, it's fuck you tomorrow. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about the shit. Talk about your therapist, man.
Nah. Well, again, like I said, it's growth. It's growth.
Facts.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not in the business of selling myself to people anymore. They find out the hard way. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm this. I ain't gonna do that because I can't. It's you'll find out. It's really that simple. You know what I mean? And what I think we need to start doing is differentiating like real life personal shit versus the business of
Facts.
podcasting, right? Because I actually, I like to think that I'm conducting business
Facts.
with regards to, podcasting with whatever it is or who I engage with. But yeah, no, I'm not in the business of selling myself like that. It is what it is. We're all grown, on both sides of the fence. And I'm talking about the business and the personal. We're grown. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and sell myself on, yo, don't play with me because you'll find out. Play with me. You'll find out.
Facts.
So no. But that's what I'm saying. I don't have anything really to add to that. I don't.
That's the thing too that kind of throws around. Sometimes you don't have to tell a motherfucker not to play with you. They either gonna get the message the first time, or you know you're gonna keep allowing them to play with you, and then they're gonna continue to do it because they feel like, oh, this shit jokey joke. But then after a while, it's like, nah, man, I ain't finna, and I'm not finna keep playing with you. Sort of, kind of what happened this weekend with the whole Oscar shit. Enough is enough, goddamn it. And I know y'all touched on it a little bit. I touched on it a little bit too, but I feel like a lot of times motherfuckers gotta stop playing so much. Everybody's not doing the joking shit. You know what I'm saying? The whole Chris Rock, Will Smith shit blew me to a certain extent, but I agree with Will. I said that already. I agree with Will. Eventually, you got to stop playing with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Niggas
Well,
overstep.
I'm gonna take it here though. It's yes, but and we're not even gonna live on this topic, but let's separate the people that were involved, right? So it's
Mm,
me and my brother one day talked about it was kind of like I mean, that shit is heavily layered at the end of the day
facts.
because when you break it down, um, and look at it, when he said the joke, the nigga was laughing.
Right.
He was laughing. Jada rolled her eyes. He caught Jada's rolling of the eyes, and it was like, I gotta stand up and do something. I'm like, nigga, now you too late though, because your real feelings already spoke for themselves. Your feelings, your laughter betrayed you at the end of the day. And then to get up, go on stage and slap him, and then slap him in the manner that he did, because where I'm from, an open-handed smack is the most supremely disrespectful thing you could do to a man. Like, don't slap me. Punch me in my face. Do not
Mm,
slap me. Because if you slap me, I gotta leave you somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not the slap is like, I'm gonna hit you with an open hand. And in my head, the math says that you're not gonna do anything back. You
facts.
understand what I'm saying? That's why I hit you with the open hand. But you ain't gonna do nothing back. It's kind of like I'm gonna hit you and then look at you and dare
Yeah.
you to do something. But like I said, we ain't gonna live on this because I think we done, drag this
Yeah,
shit
you
into
know
the
what?
ground.
My thing about the whole thing is, you right. He did laugh. But I think because I've been in this situation before where something where I take it as a joke might not be a joke to other people. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At that moment, my feelings don't matter no more. Yeah, I laughed about the shit, but you got to think about the people around you. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like I don't feel Will was wrong for stepping up and defending his woman, but I also feel like you're right. He laughed, and at the end of the day, he saw that it hurt her feelings or whatever. So yeah, he had to do something. But I also think it was a mixture of, yo, I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers playing with me. All right. This nigga Chris Rock been making jokes about them for years. Now it get to the point where all the people in the front row, nigga, you could talk about. This what you want to do? Nah, nigga. Stop fucking playing with me. That's how I would have took it. I feel like a lot of times people just comedians and they say this shit. Oh, he's a comedian. He's supposed to make jokes. Listen, dog. Find you somebody to make a joke about. This ain't me. If I'm Will Smith, I've been the laughing of a joke for about a year and a half now. You know what I'm saying? So no,
See,
that shit.
you know what you're not gonna do? You're not gonna drag me into this conversation. We gonna leave, nigga. We 4 days removed from that shit. Leave that alone.
I'm just
What's next?
saying, man.
What's
I'm
next?
just
What's
saying it
next?
all
We
ties
can
in the
finish and
code
talk about
switching,
something
nigga.
else. I don't want because what happens is this: where is everything else pretty much is pure conjecture at this point.
You got to
I don't
think though,
know.
they were friends. You know what I'm
No, they
saying?
weren't. But if they were, right, and this is where I stood corrected because we spoke about it the other day. If they were, they haven't been for a very long time because this
Yeah.
nigga's been talking about her for a very long time. So let's get to one of your 10-minute long segment breaks.
I know, man. Listen though. All right, so here we go. I just want to take a little time to give a little advice, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in a relationship, if you're a couple, if you married, if you together, if you humping, whatever the case is, be your other partner's biggest hype man. All right? That's my advice from Big Smash. Be your other person. Be your person's biggest hype man.
All
You know
right, so
why?
now time to argue. Hold on, hit that bell. Bing, bing, bing. All right. So um here's my counter to that. Um, if you're listening to Smash tell you that you need to be your partner's biggest supporter, you don't need to be with that person. That's not the type of advice you should be seeking
Why?
because you should be with that person because you're their biggest fan. Why would you get? Why would? Well, okay, so maybe everybody's different. Me, I'm gonna get with somebody who I'm looking at like God, like yo, I need to
So
be
you
with
wouldn't
you.
want your person to be with you. We're married, so you wouldn't
Right,
want your wife to be
right.
your biggest supporter. Is what you're saying?
But this is the thing, though. I want her to be absolutely. But what I'm saying is that I wouldn't be seeking advice. That's like part of my repertoire. Like I have to be your biggest fan. You understand? I have to enter the relationship like you. I need to know what's in the salt.
Nah, listen, no, what I'm saying is whatever I want to do, whatever she wants to do,
Right?
I'm gonna be the person to be there, even if it's the most. Nah, I'm not even gonna say that. If
Oh,
it's
don't do that, because you know I'm about to tear your ass up. Because I know what you're about to say.
I'm not even gonna
Don't do
say that. Listen, if my wife comes off and tells me she wants to do this business or whatever she wants to do,
Right.
it is up to
Mhm.
me to be there front and center. You know why? Because that is what support is. Now, I'm not saying, we gonna get it done in a day or two type shit. No,
Right.
what I'm saying is I'm gonna be there with you side by side, working this out, figuring it out. All right, let's come up with a plan. Let's figure out what we need to do, how you want to do about it, where you see yourself going with it.
Well, let me do this.
Type shit. But at the same time, because I know how supportive she is with me. So that's why I wrote this topic out. Like, I expect, you know what I'm saying? And I don't return the favor because I know she does it for me. I return the favor because I truly, genuinely believe this woman can do anything.
Well, let me do this.
Go ahead.
I have let me add, I guess, to your advice when picking your person. Pick somebody that you're genuinely interested in, right? And
Bingo.
that's a blanket statement. Because for me, maybe I'm blessed, and it worked out where anything she touches, I'm genuinely interested in. Like
Facts.
I'm interested. You understand what I'm saying? Not I'm here to support you and I don't give a fuck about your origami class. It's nothing like that. I like origami. You understand what I'm saying? And you're gonna do it. Team Styles is here. We're gonna show up, and this is what it is. So I am blessed in that manner, whereby we matched up like that. So whatever she touches and whatever she puts, I'm there, not just
Exactly.
to support, right? But because I'm genuinely interested in what she's doing.
And you know what? That's what it is too. That's another part of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't support just to support or just because you feel obligated, but actually believe in what they're trying to do. And, like Style said, show interest in it. And if you're not interested in it, it's okay to say that, but you can still support. Can you still support even if you're not fully interested in what they're doing? Is there a way that you can still support to you?
You have to, and then you have to find something in it that you like, obviously. And again, like I said, I'm blessed, because I know that it shows all over my face and my actions when I'm not interested. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm not interested, I'm not snot. And when I tell you everything that she has touched, we would sit there literally for an hour or two talking about that. Whether it's real estate, whether it's an online store, whether it's whatever it is, we would literally sit there and chop it up and figure some things out. So, no, I guess at the end of the day, just adding on to what Smash said, just vet your person, a lot better. Don't get into the relationship because, the goodies is good.
Nah, man, one thing about me, and I always try to tell people this, genuinely believe and come from the heart with support. Like, I don't need the support where you see the train moving, so now you're invested in that. Like, say, we got together, you see that I'm making moves. You know how rappers and shit be on the come up, and everybody around, entertainers, ball players, everybody see that you gon' make it. You got that aura in you, and then all of a sudden everybody coming around. Oh, I like you. I want to deal with you. I want to get to know you. I want to be around you, et cetera, et cetera. But the whole time you're just there because you see dollar signs. You know what I'm saying? we this is not a free ride. This will never be that. Like if I feel even get the slightest inkling of, because you feel like I'm on the rise, now you want to deal with me, now you want to try to trap a motherfucker with a baby and all that type of
Hold on,
goofy shit.
hold on. You just hit the fucking guardrail, flipped the car, wrecked the whole shit. Let's get back on.
I'm serious.
Stop. Get back.
I done seen it.
Stop. I
Go
got
ahead.
you. That is not what we talking about, brother. Get right back into the middle of the road when you was
Yeah,
off in the
but what
light.
I'm saying
Don't do
is,
that.
no, these are examples. What I'm saying
Right.
is, this is the type of shit that people do. People don't generally, like you
We
said,
got that, but
people
that's
don't.
not what I'm trying to. Hold on. I'm just trying to redirect and get back to what we were talking about. You were
We're
offering
still
advice.
talking about it. We're still, if you
but you giving advice about all the bad. We don't care
no,
about
but what
all
I'm
the
saying is,
shit that
if you're
doesn't-
not
that happens
genuinely, if you're
What?
not genuinely here because you want to see me do great, because you want to see me do great, and not what you can get out of it, then that's the type of shit that I gotta exit out from.
you
Because
are
I have.
really not listening to anything that I understand. I get that, brother. I
But
got that. You said
I believe
you had good advice. I made the mistake of interrupting and adding on, and that was my mistake.
I believe
apologize.
in this though. If I'm with you, if you tell me you wanna climb Mount Kilimanjaro or some shit, who am I to kill your dreams though?
Okay.
I'm not sure I'm gonna be climbing Mount Kilimanjaro with you, but I will be the motherfucker.
You facilitate the ropes. I got you.
Right. I'm not climbing that shit because I got a thing with heights. I'm cool. As tall as I am, I got a thing for heights. But
That's a fact.
it's certain shit that I won't do. And also being supportive always doesn't mean saying yes to everything they do. Sometimes you gotta be.
I'm gonna take this phone and I'm gonna toss this shit right out the window if you don't move it along.
Hey,
Stop with that
listen.
shit. You beating a dead horse.
Listen,
brother.
man.
Like,
this is what we
it's
do
my
over
fault.
here, man.
It's for me. I blame myself. I didn't mean to do it, and I knew I was opening up a can of worms.
You ready?
All right,
I'm
so
not
listen.
even on this side of the fucking segment breaks. I do that shit all the time. We start talking, I just drop that shit. Go ahead, my fault.
Nah, but you know what? My segments go pretty good how I be wanting to go. I just had to get my points across because I had notes. Brother. So
No, but I understand. But you went off script just now. But it's my fault.
You know, when I talk about these things, no, it was all in my notes. God damn it! But
how the fuck you gonna have a summary and then have a rebuttal to your own summary and tell me it was in your notes? Shut the fuck up. Let's move along. What the fuck is you talking about right now?
All right, listen.
Yeah.
Here's another piece of advice from Big Smash. When you, and I know we get tired of talking about body count, but the Lil Durk shit blew me.
I didn't hear about it. Not familiar, so bring me up to speed.
All right, so listen. So Lil Durk said that he chose his woman because she didn't have a whole. Well, actually, he made a song,
Right.
and the internet went in an uproar because they felt like, you know, you're hyping up your woman based off her body count is why you chose her. And the thing that blew me, here's what he said. He said it's everything about her, being real, not cheating. She ain't been passed around. It was like her body count. That's what really did it for me. You know what I'm saying? He said that he ain't gonna wife someone who has what he views as too many past partners.
Okay.
And the internet went in an uproar. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why though. Like, that's his preference. Like, the nigga said, listen, she ain't have none but 3 bodies. That's why I chose her. I mean, I get it. You know, everybody has their preference of what they expect, but the internet took beef to that because they basically said, you know, here was some of the comments that I wrote down. He said, one person said, I see Indian and Dirk not y'all relationship goals no more because he liked that she had a low body count. Lil Durk saying in an interview that one of the reasons he's marrying her is because her body count is low, while he has 9,000 kids is embarrassing and why men deserve less. Then somebody else said, imagine your fiance being asked what he love about you, and the first thing he brings up is your body count, not your personality, not your loyalty, not your sacrifices to him, but your past relations. Hearing this from my man would not turn me on at all, especially when his past is the opposite. So basically they're saying this nigga got umpteen kids, but he basically tried to say, yeah, she had a low body count, so that's the main reason why I chose her. And you listen, I've been in that situation. I can't tell a person, hey, you can't have no kids if you want to marry me. I couldn't tell her that.
Well, here's the thing. As far as body counts concerned, my wife and I actually have had that conversation about body counts, and it was like the most comedic session that we've ever had because it was funny. For me, I guess there's a rule, body counts. Shit, who am I to know what your body count really is?
Facts.
I don't, so if I don't know what your body count really is it really worth the conversation? That's one. Two, the rule of thumb, at least where I'm from, was, I can't be with you if you've been passed around the crew. Like, that's public knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? That's not like, I don't know what your body count is on the other side of town. I know what it is in my circle. Like, if everybody's had you in my circle, you might be a wonderful person. I'm just not opening up my emotions and making myself available to you because of
facts.
That. You understand what I'm saying? So body counts and all of that and everything, and I'm not gonna fight the internet. The internet is undefeated. So we'll leave it as such. But yeah, and I'm not gonna call anybody stupid because they're like, yo, I don't want to be with anybody with a high body count. All right.
I couldn't
Okay.
I couldn't tell nobody that. Like, that if that was my preference, right? I got 9 kids. If that was my preference not to deal with a woman with no kids, then that was my preference. But again, it's all subjective to what we want. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, I've been in situations where I've been turned down because I had so many kids. And that's okay. Everybody has their preference.
Again, like I said, when you're talking about, remember, body count is based on somebody's number that's trapped inside their head.
Yeah.
9 kids, nigga, that's living proof. You understand what I'm saying? That's not
so it's
bad,
like,
nigga. You got
it's
tax
like, papers
for that.
Yeah, but and the point of it is, man, who the fuck cares? I like, honestly, dog, listen, what you said, the whole rule of thumb.
Are we talking about the body count, or are we talking about, because I know that you had mixed in the kids factor.
No, the body count. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't never. I've been the whole. One thing about me, I didn't like dealing with chicks in the neighborhood. I felt like I didn't like dealing with chicks in my neighborhood because I can know 2 or 3 dudes that's been with you in my neighborhood. So it's like it wouldn't work. Now that wouldn't work for me. But it's like, again, if on the other side of town, what you did on the other side of town has no dwelling on me because I don't know nobody over there and they don't know me. So yeah, I'm different. But I never really cared. That's never really been my topic of discussion. Like, even with Shantae, I don't even discuss that with her because she know my history. I don't never really care to ask, oh, well, yeah, so how many guys have you been with in your life? Listen, I don't give a fuck. Who knows the exact correct fucking number? Men
Well, see,
and women.
let me jump into that. See, when my wife and I actually had the conversation, like it was more of a let me see how many I can count. For me, you understand what I'm saying? Like I wanted it wasn't more so like
Yeah,
how many guys have you been with? You
right.
know? And we're weirdos, so we do weird shit like that. But it was again, like I said, it was more of a comedy session than anything else. But yeah. And I
Yeah,
wanted
go ahead.
I was going over my body count for me, not even for her.
Bro, I couldn't do it. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you the reason why. Like I started 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Like it is impossible for me to sit here and go through my life because one thing about me, I just couldn't do it. And I stopped doing it a long time ago. Like I stopped even trying to do that. So it was like I don't come in with the judge. Body count never made or broke my relationships because I didn't give a fuck. All I cared about was I'm the one with this body now. Like I don't give a fuck what that nigga did and what she did and who you was. I didn't give a fuck about that shit. The reason being,
Yeah.
I'm focused on me right now. Like,
Well, let me tell you this. Let me let you in on a little secret, right? The internet went crazy because it's just a hot topic.
yeah,
When I tell you that most of the people on there levying their opinion don't even give a fuck either, they don't care.
facts.
So, all right. So let
No,
me
I take
what?
that. They definitely care.
Why?
They
They don't
definitely
care.
care
They don't care.
because
Mass, they don't care. They don't care.
if they didn't care, they wouldn't
Because
be
let me
talking
tell you
about it.
something. Just like everybody, they're talking about it because it's the fucking internet. Come on, man, stop playing with me. So this is the thing. Um, everybody, you know the saying, everybody has a price, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So everybody has this prototype of a female in their head too. And I promise you, if they approach that female or male, that prototype, that body count is not the deal breaker. I promise you that. It's not the deal
Facts.
breaker. So, and these are the
Facts.
same people talking about, I don't need a, if you gotta shut the fuck up. All right, next segment. See, we moving this along. We moving this along.
Nah, man. We just
We gonna
warming
try
up.
that?
We just
Well,
warming up, man. All right. So another thing, because these are the things that grinds my gears and things that I've been having to say these last
okay,
weeks. All right.
go.
So word of advice, you know how people always tell you if listen, here's a thing that really irritates me. It is okay to take advice and help from other people. We got to stop walking around here carrying everything on our fucking shoulders like we tough Tony and we can't ask nobody for help.
I'm gonna start charging you
Ask for
for
help,
everything that you say that comes
okay?
out of your mouth that came out of. I'm gonna start charging you. I'm swear to God, it's gonna
I
be a
got
fucking
notes.
invoice. There's gonna be an invoice in
I
your
got
fucking
notes.
mailbox. Go ahead.
Start asking for help, man. It is okay. It's not gonna make you less of a person to ask somebody for help. Styles, what you think about that? Asking for help. You ask for help?
I do, but again, like I said, it's you can't. All right, you can't ask everybody for help. You can't because those people that you ask for help from, it always. Now, I don't want to say it always comes back, but it has the potential to come back, depending on how big that person's ego that's helping you is,
Facts.
because it'll come back like, yo, I did so and so for such and such. For me, I don't ask for help often just for that. You understand
Mm.
what I'm saying? I really don't like for people to do shit for me. I like to do it on my own. But if I can't, I want to make sure that I can reciprocate in some manner whereby it's equal to or a little bit more than what you've done. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a barter type of situation. But like flat out help, that's not. You should ask for help. Just be careful who you ask for help from. How about
I
that?
used to be I used to be a super prideful person because I felt like asking a person for help is putting yourself in a position to where that person can feel like you should be forever indebted to them because you did something. They did something for you. Like one thing about me, I had a person that helped me out with something and they went and bragged about it to the world and made it seem like, oh, without me, you wouldn't have got that done. You wouldn't have accomplished that. So that made me feel real shitty about it, just based off how, what I'm saying, not like you said, not all help comes from the heart. So when you out here and you feel like, man, people genuinely give a fuck. They're doing this shit from the heart. They're really helping. And then the whole time, a lot of people don't listen. I'm not saying everybody is bad for help. What I'm saying is some people have it set in their ways that I am going to collect a favor from you off of this shit when the time is right. You know what I'm saying? And
Let
that's
me cut you
why.
off right there. Let me cut you off right there.
Go
I'm
ahead.
glad you said that. So, boom. Your advice was, or your sentiment is that people should actually ask for help,
Yeah.
right? Hold on. And then you just laid out all of the reasons why niggas don't
But
ask for
listen
help.
though, the
No. Let
reason.
me finish. Let
Go
me
ahead.
finish. I got you, brother. I'm gonna carry you. I got you. So, boom. My question to you is, and don't tiptoe around this, and please answer the question, and don't take me around the world. Um, what changed your mind? What put you in a space where now you out here campaigning for exactly the opposite of what you believed in the
I'll
beginning?
tell you why. Someone actually showed me that genuine help is really out there. Because after that situation with this person, I felt like this is a chip on my shoulder. I don't need nobody help. I'm gonna do this shit by myself. And then I met Shantae and a few other people, and then the world opened up and showed me that hey, maybe I don't have to do everything by myself. And maybe there are some good people out here who just want to see me succeed and see me happy in my element. Because after that person did it, I went on a rampage. Like, nah, I don't need your help. I'm good. Nah, I'm cool. I ain't got it. I don't want it. Blah, blah, blah. Shit like that. That was where my heart was at because all it took was for one person to shun me and make me feel like I knew I never was gonna be in that situation again to the point where a motherfucker could sit here and say, yeah, I made you. You know what I'm saying? So now I go for it like this. Listen, help comes in different ways. And I'm not talking about, oh man, can I borrow $10, you know what I'm saying, a Friday. No, not that type of help. The help I'm referring to, it is okay for you not to carry every burden, every piece of pain, every situation, every heartbreak, every sad moment to the fucking heart. Sometimes it's okay to stop and take a breathe and go listen to people that have been where you've been and listen to them. I had that moment. I had that moment with you, God damn it. So, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of help that I'm referring to. Like, it's okay to ask people for help. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay, but like you said, make sure the person that you're asking for help with, you're being vulnerable with, is a person that you can trust. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'll give you an example.
go ahead.
I was going through a tough time, right? And um, my thing is when I'm going through something, I fold up, right? So I don't project. I just fold up. So people can't contact me. I don't want to talk about it until I actually have reconciled and fixed it. I have reconciled and fixed it. So I was talking to somebody, and that person was like, "Yo, bro, but you got to understand, like you have to be able to talk to somebody, and this, that, and the third. And, I don't care what it is, you have to open up, be vulnerable. And the nigga
Yes.
was like, yo, come to me, talk to me, talk to me. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, at the time I received it. Like, yeah, I do need to talk to somebody, and in my head, the back of my head, I'm like, I'm not talking to you though. But that whole situation, and now me and this nigga don't even talk. Like, now we're not arch enemies, but I'm like, I'm glad I ain't share shit with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
So again, like I said, you have to be guarded with whom you pour into, especially if you're pouring in a piece of yourself. You understand?
Facts.
And I value every ounce of me. So I'm not just pouring into random people, or people that are, air quotes, the people that are supposed to be there for you. So you have to, it is important to talk to somebody, right? And this is where I guess I'll go against everything by saying, if you have to pay for it and pay somebody to do, what I mean, to talk to them with regards to like therapy and shit like that,
Oh
do
yeah.
that, yeah, do that. But
I am a big
yeah.
advocate now of going for therapy. You know, I've been in therapy the last what is it, 2 months now, month and a half, somewhere in that range. And it is a blessing in disguise because I used to be the person, nah, I'm cool. I don't want to talk to no damn shrink. I'm cool. No, they haven't lived what I've lived, what I've been through. I'm cool, chief. But now it's like, listen, it is because I used to drown myself out in podcasting. I used to podcast 24/7. And then it was like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. But then now when you have someone who literally has no ties to your life, no ties to the things you're going through, but is still willing to help you get through the little nuances and things of your life that you can't seem to quite understand, that is a blessing in fucking disguise. Which is why I was saying yes, big advocate for getting help and expressing your ways and your words and what you feel inside to someone who is I ain't gonna say paid to listen. Yeah, they paid to listen. But you have people who genuinely love their job and love helping people. So I pride was a motherfucker for me too. That was
Right.
a
But this is
very
the other thing, as far as like, because you're talking about, from a personal, emotional standpoint and all of that, as far as
mm,
help is concerned. So you're talking about mental health with regards to
yeah.
help, right? There's a whole other side to that. There's a business side to that, that I think that we started to touch on with regards to like going to people asking for help, and then you know that person then starts to branch off and do other things, and then the other person's like, I made you. You understand what I'm saying? And
Facts.
and me, I'm transparent. I'm a pane of glass. So at the end of the day, I've watched you do it to people. You understand what I'm saying? Um,
I was gonna get to that.
no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no. But this is the thing, and it's saying again, at the end of the day, it's all about growth. So I've watched you do it, and this is what I've tried to impress upon you with your whole thing with the big, with the smash rub and all this other stuff.
Hmm.
I'm like, nigga, you put niggas in a room, like you can't. It's like a gala of sorts. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Just because a gala is your event doesn't make you responsible for niggas' success. It doesn't. Even though you put me in front of somebody, nigga. You didn't do the work. You understand what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
did the work. I recognize all the other intangibles. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, so you cook chicken, you got flour, y'all niggas should get together. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. We was gonna find a supplier because that's what we do. So with regards to that, and that's why, and you were a prime example, right? As to why I'm like, I'm not asking niggas for help. So you could do that. Cause
Okay,
then we
so
gonna be
listen.
arch enemies. Cause then I gotta really show you how it's done.
I was
You
going
understand
I
what I'm
was going
saying?
to definitely I was going to I got notes. It was in my notes. I was definitely going to talk about me.
Yo,
Okay.
you told me
It
about these
I,
goddamn notes.
that I was going to shock some motherfuckers and talk about me. So listen, in
Yeah.
regards to that, This is why I've been so calm and toned down, because I used to be that person. Yes, I used to be the person that I hated the most in asking for help, because I felt like I was Mr. Know-It-All, Show-It-All, above all when it came to putting people together and learning things. And I was that person. I ain't gonna flex. You know what I'm saying? My ego, my pride, which I was finna touch on, is a part of that. I felt like, yes, I've done it. I've done so fucking much. Bow down to me type shit. And I felt that. And listen, a lot of people felt a certain kind of way. And it was like, I didn't give a fuck. Honestly, because
it was warranted.
But listen, me, I had a change of heart. I had an epiphany. I felt like, why are you this person that you hated so much? You know what I'm saying? So now I don't even, y'all know I don't even too much say nothing about the Big Smash Rub or anything like that, because I felt like unless I really put motherfuckers in the room with millionaires or to make their own money and shit, it really ain't a big smash rub like it's supposed to be. But I will say,
hold on. I'm sorry. I just need to jump in real quick, because you long-winded. You know what the big smash rub looks like? It looks like Bill Parcells, right? If you're familiar with football, I'm gonna tell you that's the Parcells rub. When Belichick goes on and he actually,
facts,
wins all those Super Bowls. Mm-hmm. That's a rub. You know why? Because there was tutelage involved. It wasn't just
exactly.
It's a family tree. But you putting somebody in front of somebody or doing a favor for somebody,
exactly.
They don't owe you. Yeah. They don't owe you anything unless you cut a check. You know what I mean? You
facts.
Structure a deal. That's a big smash rub. You put niggas in the same room or saying they should do a podcast. So that's not a big smash rub. That's the okie doke. Like,
and that's why I had to refrain and not so much as backtrack, but
backtrack. If it's
put
wrong,
it under wraps. Like
if it's wrong, correct it.
Don't do that. Yeah, don't not even right now, I had to put it under wraps. Like, all right, we gonna put this on the shelf and get back to it at a later date, because I feel like the big smash rub is not complete. So we're gonna get back to it at a later date and put it there. It still exists, it's still there, but it's more like it's under construction right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's more like it's living rent free in your head.
It's still work to be done.
It's not actually the rub. All right, so the rub as it exists now is a misnomer, right?
No, because I mean for me, and the work that I give and the help that I give is still under construction for me, because no way, shape, or form did I come out here and tell people, oh yeah, I made your show, but in all actuality, I ain't gonna lie, I felt that way. I ain't even gonna lie.
No, you did, and it wasn't cool with how you were doing it.
Like how you were saying it, see, if I'm wrong, again, I got notes. These was in my notes. I was gonna talk about pride and ego and all that, and about how you can rub people the wrong way to where they don't want to come ask for your help, because now you have basically put them in the back against the wall. Like, if nobody had ever had a conversation with me before, and they walking in, they see one of my big smash rub rants, they're gonna be like, now why the fuck would I ask this nigga for help?
I swear to fucking God. Yo, my guy. Like, your tab is so crazy right now. And let me explain to your people what your tab is, right? So I'd have conversations with Smash, and I'd impart all of his wisdom that he think he's spitting right now. Now, if I was Smash, I would flip it around, right? And see, that's the thing that kind of like it was a head scratcher for me, right? Because I would listen to you talk, and you like, these niggas don't do this, these niggas don't do that, right? And then I'm like, well, every other word is a Styles euphemism that I've already spit at you, and you just basically regurgitating this shit. But never once did you say Styles told me this.
Facts. Listen,
right, here's the thing. Hold on,
I got notes. I got notes.
Let me do this though. It's not about me at the end of the day, right? And this is what I always try to get you to understand. It's not about, I don't care, bro. I ain't putting no bread in your pocket. I put bread in your pocket and you don't thank me, nigga, that's the last dime you'll see. But
Facts.
at the end of the day, though, if I put you in front of somebody, or I've even given you ideas like, yo, check it out, just run with that. And I could have ran with it. And I'm like, run with that. Just go, run with that. But niggas that should have never see the light of day if I don't mention it. You get what
Well,
I'm
see,
saying? So, yeah.
well, let's see. That's why we glad to such have the circle that we have, bro. Because I never take credit for anything nowadays because I feel like again the job is not done. Pride and ego is a motherfucker. And again, yes, I got that line from you, but it's like one of the things about me is again the whole if nobody ever saw my show, yes, that came from Styles, but the second part came from me where I'm saying, why would I want to ask this motherfucker for help when it looks like he's bashing and tearing down and holding himself to a higher pedestal because of what he said and done with others? That's not something I'd be interested in getting in working with that nigga, because it's like, yo, like you are literally pushing and pulling and grabbing every baton that you supposed to be passing along. You're snatching it, you're handing it out and snatching it right back. So I had to look at myself, bro. This is what therapy has been doing for me. It has gotten me to look deep inside myself and realize that although you do a lot, although you help a lot, although you make shit better for yourself and for others, you still got a ways to go. You still got a fucking ways to go. The job is not done because you punched in the clock. You punched in the clock, so now you can sit down and relax. No, now you got to do some work. Your marriage is not done and finished because you said I do. You still got to get up and do something. Podcasting is not done because you got 200 and some episodes. What is the end game here? You still ain't made money like you feel you should be making. So yeah, I say all this to say, the job is not finished. Keep fucking going. And if you got to get help along the way, go get some fucking help. Stop acting like you Superman and got to do everything on your own. These are things I was telling myself. You know what I'm saying? I was telling myself these things, and I tell myself these things every morning because I lived in a world where I didn't need your fucking help. And if you told me something and I didn't like what you told me, it was like, man, whatever. Fuck what you talking about. I'm still going to do shit my way. Relax and take notes. That's the main thing about me. Relax and take notes and
Say
understand.
less.
Huh?
I said, say less.
Just understand.
So,
yeah, I like to think that I accomplished a lot, but I feel like I can still accomplish a lot more. And the way that I'm going to accomplish a lot more. And this has been one of my best conversations, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for coming through. We supposed to have other people pop up, but shit, get back to them sooner or later.
It's the hot table. Thanks for listening to Bet the House. Let's give a special shout out to our brand of the week. I know what time it is.
All right, so listen, shout outs is gonna be real quick for me. I'm gonna shout out and She Creates. She's always moving and promoting and doing things for other podcasters. I'm also gonna shout out the Pro Wrestling Podcast. If you are a wrestling fan, that is the podcast for you to go ahead on and check out. And I'm also gonna shout out Miss Notorious Moms, because she got a dope platform, and we just now finna get into tune to make something happen on a recording finally. And I'm gonna shout out Will Smith, man. Stand up for your motherfucking wife, nigga. Plain and simple. The rest of these niggas need to do that shit and follow suit. Maybe not the way that he did it, but still stand up for your fucking wife. This is why the women in the world don't feel protected, because we don't do shit about it. So now we got to step up. Make it happen. Styles, you got any shout outs?
of course, I'm gonna keep it all in house though. Shout outs to, of course, First Family, the Brunch Hour podcast, Tanika and Goody. Shout outs to my man One Take over at Carvo, One Take podcast. Shout out to Jess, bless Jess, bless
Facts.
Jess. live happy hour, one of the funniest women that I know. Shout outs to my good sis Barbie, Friday Night Lives, and shout out to my wife, man. Flights and fashion
Facts.
and food, flights, fashion and food, excuse me. Follow that page, please, por favor. Um, and everybody that's supporting the movement for sure. Cause like that's for me, that's the biggest thing. And even though we haven't dropped every week, like the momentum, in the DMs right now is so crazy. Like it's crazy. You know that
Facts.
the doors is about to be open. We're about to go outside in 2 seconds. Like it's that real.
Facts. Go outside and do your thing, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the smash heads out there. Shout out to Miss Shantae. Shout out to my kids, all 9 of they badasses. Shout out to my OG for making a star, because I am that shining star that I'm supposed to be, and it's on the way. And listen, man, stop hating and go get some money. That's my main thing. Stop hating, get some money, and stay the fuck out the way. It could all be so simple. All right, so listen.
The payout, baby. It's the payout, baby. Last call. Don't hold your breath. Get it off your chest.
Roger that.
I'm going to let you go first with your final thoughts, because I got some final thoughts. So I'm going to let you go first.
All right. Okay. With regards to disagreements, let it go. Let it go. Move on. If you feel like, you're hitting a brick wall and that person's not hearing you, agree to disagree and move on. Don't spend your time trying to change somebody's mind. You understand? And if you think that you're doing that, then flip it in reverse. And imagine somebody trying to change your mind about a topic that you're standing 10 toes down on. It's not going to happen, right? So agree to disagree and move on.
One thing about me, my final thoughts is you have to pay attention. You have to be able to be told, not even be told, you have to be able to take constructive criticism. You have to. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're living in a public type of line of work. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to take constructive criticism and understand that, hey, this shit might actually help you. You know what I'm saying? You have to be willing to listen in order for things to go in a different way. You cannot always be the only voice. Sometimes you have to be able to listen to others around you, because everybody ain't hating when they telling you something productive. So sometimes it's okay to take advice, listen, learn, and adapt to it and see what comes from it. We got to stop thinking that everybody is out to get us when they tell us something that we don't necessarily want to hear. I know me. I'm the poster boy for this. If you ain't telling me shit that makes me feel like I'm right, I don't want to hear it. But I had to change the tune. I had to grow. I had to adapt. I had to learn that, everything I say and do ain't going to always be right. So sometimes it's good to listen to the people around you who know you best and go from there. But listen, man, y'all already know what it is. Bet the House podcast. Go tap into my man Styles, man. Let everybody know, when what you got going on, when everything drops.
Carvo 2 weeks from now on Monday.
Okay.
Every Wednesday night on Live Happy Hour, every Friday night on NYC Home Team Pods, and every Sunday night, Sunday period, you can catch us on any streaming platform. We haven't dropped in about 2 weeks, but we're 5 seasons in. Go binge. I promise
Facts.
you won't be disappointed.
Listen up, man. Bet the House every Friday. Measure Men every Thursday live on Instagram. Battlecast every Saturday. Every Saturday night. We got Battlecast. We got a 3-way battle happening this week. So go tap in and get ready for that. And, Judge Smash coming real soon. So y'all know what it is with me, man. Shout out to Styles for taking the time. I know he got to get ready to do his thing. Shout out to him for taking the time. Y'all already know what it is, man. We out.